Hey guys, you know I love Vanadium and today we're gonna watch the VISAS STARFROST lore. Let's go.
A vast galaxy stretching into the endless expanse of space. A colossal explosion defying the boundaries of birth and death. A soft blue glow descends upon Reichphobia, a green planet teeming with life. This peculiar realm is ruled by Reichhardt, a tyrant who controls fearsome scareclaw beasts, forcing them into brutal battles for his own amusement.
Archetype-wise, they are not so fearsome.
These creatures are nothing but enslaved pawns, trapped in a cycle of fear and oppression. As the gentle blue glow draws near, a figure emerges from its mist, a stranger hailing from another world. His eyes are dim, his right arm deformed, but radiating with the brilliance of a distant star. Feeling threatened by the intruder, Reichhardt mobilizes his beasts, commanding them to attack the newcomer.
Go! Attack my scareclaw beasts! Rip into his flesh for my amusement.
I think Scareclaw is definitely the weakest archetype of like tier elements, Kashtira, and Scareclaw it's always like the meme, like it's the weakest one.
Amidst the chaos of the ensuing clash, Reichhardt's grip of his minions weakens.
My hold on the scareclaws appear to have weakened in our fight. Is this your doing? No matter, for I have other ways to deal with you. Behold, the true power of fear incarnate. Let us see if you too are ruled by fear.
Undeterred, the visitor confronts Tryhard without hesitation. With radiant arms, he soars through the air and delivers a decisive blow, defeating the monster.
This cannot be.
As Tryhard crumbles, a small entity separates from its remains. In that moment of defeat, Reichhardt glimpses something in the visitor's eyes, a glimmer of light, the rekindle.
Oh, I love Lightheart. Also, like for the Vanadium archetype, I also find it really cool that they mix all the archetypes with the Fenrir. So you visit different planets. I think it's really cool design.
Of humanity.
Who are you? What brings you here?
My name? My name is VISAS.
VISAS STARFROST.
Someone has robbed me of my emotions. But now, I finally experience some of them again.
Lightheart takes Visas' hand, and together they soar away from Reichphobia, embarking on their next adventure. Their journey leads them to a serene realm, a land of water and pearl, a place of cold tranquility, where a haunting melody echoes across the waters. It beckons, drawing the pair towards a distant lake. Emerging from the depths of the lake, 3 mermaids reveal themselves. Timid and sorrowful, their eyes convey an undeniable sadness.
You mustn't stay here. It's best for you to leave.
One of the mermaids implores.
Our master, he...
Before the mermaid can finish her warning, a commanding voice interrupts. It is Kit Kalos, the Tearlament's queen.
Also for the archetype, you see these locks on every Halfness, Merle and Kitkalos. They have all locks here. And this resembles like they're imprisoned from Rhinoheart.
Girls, you know you cannot reveal yourselves here.
She cautions. Kit Kalos proceeds to explain their situation, but suddenly a resounding crack shatters the air. 3 tentacles surge forth, trapping the Tearlament's queen. A figure materializes before them, his flowing white hair and crystalline sword, marking him as a likely culprit. Could this man be the mermaid's master?
He looks like VISAS!
But it can't be.
Visas responds, uncertain. The man reveals his true identity.
So, you have finally arrived, Starfrost, to claim what is rightfully yours, I assume. I am Rhinoheart, ruler of Perlerino. Prepare to cry!
Water envelops Rhinoheart, transforming him into a terrifying entity with razor-sharp claws, gills sticking out of his neck, and massive tentacles below his cape. He becomes Kaleidoheart, an adversary of formidable power.
Take
I love
heart,
that they all have boss monsters. It's really cool.
Visas, for I will allow you to wallow in that despair as you sink into a watery grave.
The mermaids around him become entranced and hypnotized under his spell. As he draws his scareclaw blade, Visas readies himself to confront this mighty foe. Kit Kalos, armed with her dagger, seizes the opportunity and strikes the malevolent ruler from behind. Rhinoheart's power weakens, and as his soul leaves his body, Visas starts regaining some of the emotions he had lost. The Tearlament's queen, liberated from the ruler's influence, takes up her dagger and ascends as the true sovereign of her now free planet. A resounding noise is heard from above. Descending from the skies is a large winged figure. A crimson
Casteria.
armored warrior crashes with Rul Kalos, who expertly parries the blow. The enigmatic being is unlike any they have encountered before. A radiant red horn crowns their head, their armor gleams, and mechanized wings grace their back. This warrior, with swift agility, eludes the queen's strike and seizes Rhinoheart's lifeless form before fleeing Pearl Rhino.
We mustn't let him escape!
Lightheart exclaims,
You haven't finished recovering your emotions from Rhinoheart!
Let's go.
Visas agrees. The Crimson Star,
Yeah, Casteria and Tearlaments are definitely the stronger archetypes.
blazing with intensity, looms above Reichphobia. The planet endures a relentless assault as metallic canisters rain down, ravaging the
So this is the Scareclaw planet here, and you can see all the Casteria just invaded it easily. So Scareclaw not so powerful.
once green surface. The planet's verdant hues shift to a disorienting red, rendering it unrecognizable. Casteria, an alien warrior species, has conquered this world, converting it into a breeding ground for their army. They abduct innocent beings from various planets, transforming them into soldiers of their own. Arriving on the planet in the aftermath of Unicorn's arrival, Visas and Lightheart find themselves facing the Casteria for the first time. Armed with the power of the Scareclaw blade, Visas fights his way through the Casteria forces. Amidst the torrent of fire raining from the Crimson Star, an ominous figure emerges. It bears a striking resemblance to Visas, with red streaks adorning their hair and clad in samurai armor.
You imposter!
Riseheart bellows. Utilizing a specialized Casteria fusion device, Riseheart merges their deformed hand with the power of the fallen Rhinoheart.
You will fall here, and I will rise!
Their might surpasses anything Visas has ever encountered. Structures crumble around Riseheart, drawn into their left hand as they undergo a transformation.
Oh
Mechanized
no.
wings unfurl, golden horns glow upon their head.
Arise, Visas! Fight me!
The two warriors clash. Visas unsheathes his Scareclaw sword, but the odds seem bleak. A Riseheart extends their hand, possessing an intense gravitational force that even absorbs the Scareclaw fang and Lightheart himself.
Now even your fang and your little friend belong to me now.
Visas screams, overcome by anger.
Lightheart, no!
He raises his hand, and the planet
No,
surrounding him
Lightheart.
warps and trembles. His powers align with those of a Riseheart, allowing him to lunge forward and strike the Casteria Overlord with an unyielding force, annihilating them.
But I'm supposed to be the real one.
The clash of powers proves overwhelming for Visas to contain. Overwhelmed by a torrent of emotions, the strain of his journey through the realms of Reichphobia, Perlorino, and Raidsoth becomes unbearable.
What's happening to me?
The visions of fangs, tentacles, and mechanized wings converge, transforming Visas into a horrific creature known as the Vicious Astrolaud, a being born of his fragmented soul. As the Vicious Astrolaud grows in strength, it begins losing control. Deep within the spirit of Visas lies the paradise of Calarium, where the guardian Riamheart tends to the Tree of Spirits.
So Vanadium is the only positive emotion of Visas. All the other was like anger, frustration, and this is the only you can see like this is he's smiling. So this is his first positive emotion.
And the Manadium that sprout upon it. The Manadium possess the ability to transmute negative emotions into joy, mending and safeguarding Visas' fragile soul. They are the ones who protect his spirit. The Astrolaud, corrupting Visas' spirit, reaches the sanctuary of Calarium. Riamhart, the protector of this world, channels his luminous yellow powers as he prepares to charge back at the demon. The Astrolaud attempts to strike at Riamhart and the Manadium, causing them to shatter, as Riamhart manifests the power.
I love how every boss monster is super nice, but the Primart here is just trash.
Of the Prime Heart, an ethereal being with radiant energy blades adorning his shoulders. As Prime Heart battles the relentless Astrolaud, they try to mend and restore Visas' broken spirit. Prime Heart descends upon the Astrolaud from above with a ferocious strike, but as they collide, both entities begin to fracture and disintegrate, merging and vanishing into one another.
In Master Duel, Vicious Astrolaud would have won.
Rending the world around them, the world of Calarium, into shards. As Calarium crumbles, so does Visas. The turmoil he has endured becomes too much to bear. The shattered realm, a colorless world, an emotionless dimension, collapses around him. What lies ahead for the one who yearns only to discover his true identity? Visas regained consciousness. He reaches out and draws power from his experiences and memories across Reichphobia, Perlorino, and Calarium. He combines the powers of the Scareclaw, Tearlaments, Castria, and Manadium beings, and with a resounding explosion, he creates a new world, a new planet, Amritara, a realm of immortality, a realm that combines everything that was good and peaceful of all the other planets. Gushing waterfalls and grassy land, with influences of the Castria architecture spread across the planet's surface. In the middle of it all, the tree of spirits that graced the hills of Calarium still stands tall above Amritara. With the power of this new realm, Visas adorns a new armor, influenced by his allies across his journey. A long gold and white cape adorns his back, armed with a crystalline sword, the Visas of immortality. He materializes the memories of past enemies, now as allies. The Castria, Tearlaments, and Scareclaw are finally on his side. He fuses the beings together to create a new virtuous life form that complements his powers, the armor and the horn of the Castria, the swiftness and serenity of the Tearlaments, and the sheer force of the Scareclaw along the bright yellow energy blades of the Manadium, combining everything that he learned into a new ally, Trisukda. Out in the depths of space,
Yeah,
into a new ally,
Trisukda and Amritara
Trisukda.
are really the best synchro summons. Like I also love like Manadium is all synchro summon, Scareclaw is all link summon, Kashtira is XZ, and Telements are fusion summons. This is also a nice aspect of all the archetypes, and it all comes together with the Manadium. Really nice design.
Out in the depths of space, the god of time and death looks over the journey Visas has been on.
Oh, Visas, how far you've come. You've grown. You gathered everything I worked so hard for you to unlearn. It is time to end it.
He examines every aspect of what makes up Visas' spirit and plans his attack. Could this be the one who scattered Visas' shattered personality across the galaxy? As he descends upon Amritara, the planet's elements react to his presence. Water boils, grass bursts into flames, buildings melt into the ground, and the Tree of Spirits lights up in a hot red glow, signifying the pain and suffering of the Manadium that sprout upon it.
You will not succeed again, Veda. I am the master of my world. I'm in control.
Foolish Visas. It is I who is in control of you. Fight me and learn the true meaning and the honor of being defeated by a god.
Visas and Veda clash for the first time. Thunder rumbles above. The forces of the two are evenly matched. As Amritara burns with Veda's presence, Visas has no choice but to fight till the end. It is now or never. It is the last chance.
You think this is it? You have not seen anything!
The whole cosmos feels like it's moving and shifting. A vortex forms around Veda as the spikes on his back widen and turn.
Tick tock. Time to surrender.
And Veda is a pendulum summon.
Tick tock. Time to surrender.
Veda reaches out, and with the force of 1,000 planets, he extends his hands towards Visas. A galactic hole opens at his back as Visas begins to be
So theoretically, we only need one more archetype that's Ritual Summon, but Ritual Summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just trash.
pulled into the void. The force is too strong to resist. Visas is pulled back into the vortex, and everything turns dark. He wakes up on a desolate planet. His armor gone. His hand is back to normal. No more star fragments. No more Starfrost. His identity stripped from him, but it feels familiar.
I remember this place. How? What? How did I get back here?
Visas has been shot through time and space, back years into the past. On a desolate planet, on an unknown world, he understands it was all for nothing. Their journey, the allies, his achievements, deleted by a god. He walks through the planet and finds a familiar figure. It is Reinhardt, whom he met first on Reichphobia, as his journey began years ago, or actually, years into the future.
What happened? How did we get back here?
I don't know, Reinhardt. But there's only one thing we can do now. We go again.
Such a nice video from Galzo.